So now that your negative is secure in place in the negative carrier, you'll be able to take your easel. So with the easel, it is two-sided with different sizes that you can print with. So I'm going to lay it flat on the baseboard with the desired size that I want to print. For this, I'm going to be printing a 5x7. So when I turn the light on, I'll be able to see my projection hit the baseboard and the easel. And then I'll be able to size and focus my picture to fit. So I've turned the enlarger light on, and I've set my aperture to the very brightest light so that I can see what I'm doing. So right now, based on my projection, it's a little too small to fit inside the frame that I have for a 5x7. So I'm going to turn the elevation lever, raise the enlarger up, and that is going to magically make my projection bigger. So I want to adjust it so that the projection overflows past the frame just a little tiny bit. Now looking at my picture, it's the right size, but it is very, very, very blurry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus. So the knob that's on the bottom half of the enlarger, I'm going to turn it, and one way kind of blurs it, the other way will slowly make the image nice and sharp. So you can see that my negative is upside down, but that is okay because later when you print, you can turn your paper the other way when you're looking at your picture. So if it's upside down here, it doesn't matter. But what I'm more concerned about now is the size. So now that I've focused, the size of my projection became way too big for the 5x7 that I'm printing. So now I'm going to have to go back and adjust my size. So I'll lower the enlarger so that it's just barely overflowing. And then my picture is the right size, but now it's still blurry. So then I'll just adjust my focus. And you might have to adjust the size and the focus a few times, but every time you do it, you'll have to do a lot less change. So right now, my picture looks pretty good. It's nice and sharp. There are areas that are blurry, but that's because I have a shallow depth of field when I shot this. But the size is correct, just overflowing a little bit. So you want to size and focus at the very brightest. But once it's the correct size and it's sharp, you're going to dim the light down to a point where you can just barely see the image